Alright, so imagine a gaming laptop that's packed in with one of the most powerful CPUs out there and a very capable graphics card. Now imagine that in a very slim profile. Actually, forget slim, imagine that in a convertible, like proper touchscreen convertible laptop. No, I'm not asking you to run wild with your imaginations. I am just describing this product right here. This is the Asus ROG Flow X13, which is a convertible gaming laptop. See, it's definitely a one-of-a-kind laptop that packs in some serious gaming hardware. And yeah, I've never seen a gaming laptop that's also convertible. So yeah, this is amazing. But at 1.4 lakh rupees, is this thing worth it? Let's find out. This is Ron from Guiding Tech and you're watching my in-depth review of the Asus ROG Flow X13. Let's get started. Alright, so let's start off with the design first, obviously. From a distance, this looked like your average 2-in-1 convertible laptop, what with an amazing textured finish that looks cool and also adds an overall grip of the device. The 13-inch chassis is ultra portable, weighs just 1.4 kgs, and the hinge is also quite smooth while being sturdy at the same time. There's a textured finish on the palm rest as well, and hidden inside it is the ROG logo on the right side. This is a very nice touch in my opinion, but unfortunately, the surface in itself is not that appreciative of touches. This is a fingerprint and sweat magnet for sure. In terms of I/O, you get a ROG XG mobile interface followed by a USB 3.2 Type-C port, a full-size HDMI 2.0 port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack on the left side. Over to the right side, you have a USB 3.2 Type-C port, followed by another USB 3.2 Type-A port, and finally the power button. That power button actually has a fingerprint scanner built in to support Windows Hello, and the overall experience has been pretty smooth too. Now, while I would have preferred to have another Type-C port instead of a Type-A port, this one still manages to get the job done. It supports display out and is also used for power delivery. That being said, this is not Thunderbolt, which is something that I think I can kind of understand because obviously Asus would want its consumers to basically buy the dock that plugs into this XG mobile whatever port this is. So yeah, overall in terms of design, I don't think I have anything, like practically anything to complain about. Yes, I understand that this is a bit of a fingerprint and sweat magnet in some areas, but obviously that's something that you can easily clean with a normal cloth. And for everything else, the design here is absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have the display, and Asus actually has two different options for it. You can either get a Full HD 120Hz panel with 100% sRGB coverage, or get this right here, a 4K UHD panel clocked at 60Hz, offering 116% sRGB coverage. Regardless of which option you choose, they're both covered with Gorilla Glass protection and offer a 16:10 aspect ratio. Now, while Asus did send us the 4K UHD fancy variant of the display here, I personally would have gone with the Full HD panel. There are two straightforward reasons for this. Despite being a convertible, this is a gaming laptop, so obviously I would have preferred having a Full HD panel with a higher refresh rate. Secondly, that resolution factor, I won't deny that 4K content definitely looks super crisp on this laptop, but at the same time, you don't really need 4K on a 13-inch panel. This right here, this is a 32-inch monitor that's running on Quad HD resolution and everything still looks crisp, so it just does not justify the overall utility to me personally. Also, regardless of whichever panel you go with, it's not a compromise. The Full HD panel in itself is also 100% sRGB coverage, so that's still great, and it's also Pantone validated. So even if you're going to use it for content creation and digital with a digital ink and a digital pen and all, this is still a great option. Speaking of that, the touch experience on this has been absolutely great. I've had zero complaints so far in nearly 1 month that I've used this laptop, and the only issues that I've, to be very honestly, faced are directed more towards Windows. I hope with Windows 11 things are going to get better, but that's a different topic. Now moving on, let's talk about the keyboard. The chiclet keyboard here has a very short key travel and you'd take some time getting used to the feedback. That being said, once you're accustomed to it, the overall feel is very good. The layout is nice and offers a crisp typing experience. As for the lighting, I think this is the first ROG laptop that I've used in a very long time that does not come with any RGB flare. I mean, yeah, jokes apart, I think RGB would not have even gone with a design like this. I mean, it's built for work and gaming both at the same time. So yeah, I kind of appreciate that Asus did not really go all on the ROG train and decided to use their brains and actually give us proper white backlighting here. And trust me, that backlighting is very bright. So not only does it get the job done, I mean, yeah, it looks really good. Now below the keyboard, there's the touchpad, which is about the size of what you would expect from a 13-inch chassis. There's still plenty of space to carry out all the gestures and the surface is quite smooth too. However, it does attract sweat as well, so please keep a cloth handy. Now considering the fact that this is a gaming laptop, I'm sure a lot of folks would have wanted to use the webcam for streaming purposes as well. Also, let's not forget this is a convertible, so people who are buying it for work purposes would have loved to take meetings on the go. Unfortunately, what you get is a sheer disappointment here. I mean, the video footage is not that good. It's not detailed. The frame rate is very choppy. You can see my hand moving here, my face. So yeah, I mean, I think I noticed a bit of lag here as well. So yeah, the frame rate is not at all good. The video footage is not that great either. I do have the AC running in the background that's fairly close to me, so I think you can get a good idea of the mics here, which Asus claim are really good. So I'll let you guys be the judge on that. But I mean, seriously, this is annoying. I'm talking and there's a massive lag here while I'm looking at the camera. Seriously, I'm sorry, this is very bad. Now, while on the topic of sound, you get bottom firing speakers here, which is a standard amongst convertibles, and it does get fairly loud too. The speakers have decent bass and even at the highest volume it does not creak. It also comes with Dolby Atmos, but that's basically for headphones. Alright, so now let's talk about the performance. So our unit here comes equipped with an AMD Ryzen 9 5900HS coupled with 16GB of LPDDR4X RAM clocked at 4266 MHz. There's a 1TB NVMe SSD for storage, and for GPU we have the Nvidia GTX 1650 in Max-Q design. That sounds like a fairly decent package and it does not disappoint either. The Ryzen 9 5900HS is one of the best processors in the market right now and it absolutely flies through benchmarks. The GTX 1650 on the other hand is more of a mid-range card but still holds its own well. In terms of gaming, the laptop can handle most AAA titles at medium settings while running at Full HD resolution, so that's good. Of course, the biggest constraint about a form factor like this was going to be emissions. And I'm talking about both sorts of emissions, both noise and heat. Let's start with the noise factor first. So Asus does provide a 0 decibel mode here so that when the laptop is on idle or not even just idle, whenever it's using low memory resources, the fan will be running but it will be running at 0 decibels. I don't know how it achieves that, but it actually is super silent. So that's great. But when you push this thing, boy does it get loud. Like seriously, it gets very loud if you're trying to edit photos in Photoshop with multiple layers, play around in Premiere Pro, or just play a lot of games on this. This thing definitely gets very loud, to the point where owning a pair of headphones is almost a necessity. Then there's a thermal factor. Now the slim form factor does not aid the thermal dissipation and that definitely shows. In my testing, the laptop reached a peak temperature of 92 degrees Celsius, which is definitely hot, but then again it's not that hot, especially when you obviously take the entire package into consideration. And to Asus's credit, the laptop was able to cool down pretty quickly, all thanks to those very loud fans, so there's that. Now digging inside, you can see that the thermal department is taken care of by a dual fan setup and 2 heat pipes. Other than that, as far as upgradability goes, pretty much everything is sorted on, and the only thing you can replace is the SSD here. Below all that, you'll see the big 62 Wh battery, which in my testing was enough to last a little over 6 hours. I know that may sound a little low for a convertible, but let's not forget, this is not just any convertible. This is a gaming laptop that's in a convertible form factor. And for the kind of horsepower that it packs in, 6 hours is not bad at all. Now, obviously, you have to understand that when running on battery power, your performance will be throttled. So that's a given. But at the same time, it's not like my performance was completely throttled. As for charging, it makes use of USB power delivery, and ASUS bundles a compact 100-watt charger, which is pretty good. It can juice this thing up in about 100 minutes, which is pretty nice. Additionally, you can use the charger to charge your phones and other USB-C devices as well. So, the big question, is the ROG Flow X13 worth it? Well, to answer that question, you'll have to look at its alternatives, and that's basically the point here. There are no real competitors or alternatives to the Flow X13. It's a one-of-a-kind product, and that's what makes it special. Sure, if you're looking for pure performance for a price tag of 1.4 lakhs, you can get laptops that offer RTX 2060 graphic card. I mean, even from ASUS itself, and you have other brands like Lenovo and HP and whatnot. Sure, if you're looking for pure performance, but this thing is pretty much the perfect answer to having a single laptop that you can carry to work, use it for your business, professional needs, come back, game on it. It's not even coming back and gaming on it. You can just basically game on the go as well. The power brick is very lightweight, and yeah, you can game anywhere you want to. So yeah, the graphic card is pretty powerful here, and I absolutely love this thing. In a nutshell, you can use the ROG Flow X13 for creative needs, for professional needs, and for gaming needs. And that's why this laptop gets a big thumbs up from me. And well, that was it. If you like this video, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Aman from Guiding Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.